Good morning. We are back on. How are you?
Good, thanks.
You're an expert on real estate. What's going on in the market? In the county. What have you seen?
It's been exciting the last couple of years. I mean, we've all been patiently waiting,
right?
Both sellers and the realtors for the market to turn around, and it's definitely shown big signs of increased activity, kind of year after year, and most across the board. Keystone had a big year last year, 2012, about 40% increase from the year before.
Holy moly.
County had about 16 to 17%. County's on a pace right now about 16 to 17% ahead of the 6 months over the last 6 months. So that's what you're trying to look at when we're doing this for 20 plus years up here. You're looking at trends that are happening, and usually when you see the activity increasing like it's been doing, eventually the pricing will increase. And there's a number of cases that you can point and say, okay, well, the last sales were this and now they're at this. There's still some great deals out there for buyers. There's still some markets that might be suffering a little bit. When I say suffering, they're more stagnant.
Okay.
They're not like, jumping up in price, but they're not going down in price either.
So there's a wide range right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices, as always.
Right.
And that's the best thing to do is, figure out, find a good realtor, learn the market, you might be someone that says, I like Breck, I like Keystone, or you might be the person, I really don't know what I like.
Right, so find me something that I like.
And you might start off one way and end up a different direction. But
right.
That's what someone good's going to do. It's going to educate you and make sure that you know all the ins and outs, and not just the real estate side of it, but the whole activity side of it too.
Right, and like you were saying, you have 20, how many years of experience?
I don't want to age myself too much. We'll just call it 20 plus.
20 plus years. I mean, if you have 20 plus years of experience in an area, you probably know what you're talking about. So I think
you hope so.
Yeah, what one would hope. So I think that makes you an expert. Well, what's the best way for people to get in contact?
Well, I think they started to show it up there on the screen. Yeah. It's just my name, DoyleRichmond.com.
How easy is that?
Yeah.
DoyleRichmond.com.
Hopefully,
it's not your modeling website. It's your real estate website.
Yeah. Wow. I would be in trouble with the modeling out. But yeah, if you go to the website they were just on, then there's a quick search there.
Okay.
There's you can pick any category of properties, all properties. You can say 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, certain price range, certain areas. It's going to throw up all the listings that are in those areas. There's enough information when you pull those up that you kind of look through and go, oh, that kind of seems interesting, and then you say, I want to contact Doyle and learn a little bit more about this property. That's how a lot of people will begin, is on the website like that.
Okay. And there's photos available?
So there's photos and stuff like that. Pretty much just, I tell this to buyers all the time. When you go on anyone's website, it's not going to be as detailed as if I pull the information directly from the MLS, because being a realtor and being able to have access to that, I'm going to be able to send more details. But the websites are all designed to give enough information so someone can start to learn a little bit about the properties and then contact you. And some people do print. They'll pick up the local magazines, the newspaper, and then eventually
just to start to get educated.
Yeah, and then eventually you're hoping they're picking up the phone or walking in your office and you're spending time with them.
Okay, all right. Well,
that's a simple real estate 101.
Real estate 101. That's a good thing. I think that everyone can appreciate real estate 101. And you're not just, you're all over. You specialize in Keystone, but you're all over.
Well, when I say specialize in Keystone, we've been fortunate to do a tremendous amount of business. Dave and I have been the leaders in Keystone for years and years and years. Whether we're looking at most recent years or blocks of time. So there's great properties out of Keystone. I happen to live in Keystone. I'm really fond of that area.
It's a nice area.
It's a great resort. It offers a lot for many people of different ages and backgrounds and price ranges. Not taken away from any of the other places, but you can drive to a great town like Frisco or Breckenridge and things of that nature.
Convenience.
Yeah, convenience. And the lake's right here. And Lake Dillon just gorgeous again this year. Yeah. But we do a lot of business in Keystone because of repeat business. And so we do a ton there, but we just help someone buy in Breck. We just help do a transaction, help someone sell a property in Silverthorne. We just help someone do a similar situation in Frisco. So we're all over the place. We know the market really well. I don't try to profess that I know the Vail, Beaver Creek market. Summit County's big enough.
Right.
I always believe that, you spend your time and energy and know an area really, really well. That's going to treat you well. That's going to treat the customer well.
Excellent. Well, like I said, you can go to doylerichmond.com, which is a great real estate. It's a great tool to see what's out there, what's available, and like you said, there's price ranges for every budget.
Yes, there's price ranges for every budget, and then our sellers are on there too, and they don't have to go back up to the website, but there's a featured property section, and we tend to have anywhere from 35 to 50 properties at a time. Depending how much we gobble up our inventory. That's a problem. A lot of times we burn through our inventory. But, our sellers are listening to us carefully, listening to the market, pricing properties appropriately. And we think we have some great properties out there, so we always encourage buyers to look at those. But we're also well aware that, it's not going to necessarily just be our listings. It's
Right.
our job to educate them and show them all the properties, whether it's anybody's listing as another broker or another brokerage company, because there's good brokers and good properties out there.
Sure, and it's so important, I think, to have someone that listens. It sounds like, obviously Doyle really listens to what everyone is telling him.
Sure.
He listens to each client. That's so important. It makes for a really good experience as well. So be sure to check out doylerichmond.com for more information and start your search, or just take a peek around to see what's out there.
I just remembered one thing I'd like to make sure. Dave Greenberg, my business partner, is going to be holding an open house in Keystone at 57 Stony in North Fork, which is a very unique house. It's 1.5 acres, 5,000 square feet, walking distance to River Run and to the ski slopes. Just really hard, very private. You feel like you're this house by yourself. Very unique house for the discriminating buyer, but it's going to be a special open house if someone decides to come on by and see that today.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
57 Stony in North Fork and Keystone. You can't miss it.
What time today?
11 to 5, and there'll be signs that direct you off of Highway 6 if you get off Montezuma Road, the last thing before you're going up to Ski Tip or something of that nature, or where
That's
River
a
Run.
great location.
Or where River Run, is. If you get in that area, you can't miss it. The signs will direct you there.
Oh, well, that sounds just lovely. That's a great location. Well, do if you're out looking for homes today, we've got one. We have a potential for you. And what was that address again?
57 Stony Trail in
Stony
Keystone, next to the big free River Run parking area. If you get in that general vicinity on Montezuma Road off of Highway 6, you'll find it.
Okay, well, be sure to check that out, and do go to doylerichmond.com for more information. Thank you so much for coming this morning, and we hope to have you back again soon.
Yeah, you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, we'll be back with more Summit Sunrise right after this.